goes. I know some of you hate when I do this while I'm driving, but I'm down on a very small just road on the highway, and I'm going about 20 miles an hour, so I should be okay. Today is the 6-month anniversary of my sweet Jonesy's death, and I got ready for church this morning, and well, actually last night I stayed over at the closest friend that I have, one of my best friends here in Gillette, and I ended up just like crashing on her couch, and it was really nice because I was able to sleep pretty good. I think because when I'm at my home, something with my brain and my mind and sleep just don't go together, because I feel like I always have to be on high alert, like always have to be, always wake up and, check on Sailor, or even when sometimes I'll wake up and I'll hear something upstairs, like maybe running, or, maybe the pattering of feet, and like I just almost have a heart attack, because it reminds me of the morning that, Brian started screaming and ran up the stairs after he found Jones. So, anyway, I got ready for church this morning and called Brian and told him I'd meet he and the kids there, and I just couldn't go. I feel too bad. I know that maybe some people think it's an excuse, but when I go to church, I don't know, I don't feel much comfort right now. And maybe it's not about getting comfort, maybe it's just about trying to do what's right, even when it's hard. Last night I went to the women's session of the general conference, and I went with my mother-in-law, and I probably wouldn't have gone had she not asked me, and had I not wanted to let her down, because I really love her and care about what she thinks about me, and I enjoyed it somewhat, I guess. I enjoyed it somewhat, but it's still, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, I feel confused. I feel like, I don't know, I just don't know. Sometimes I feel like I don't know which end is up. Sometimes I feel like, I always feel like, why am I back here again? I do want to fight to live and to have a happy life for my kids, for all 5 of them. And people always say that, the Lord takes babies, or maybe he doesn't take babies. I don't think the Lord takes babies, but babies, die in infancy because they were too precious and too special for this world, and all they needed was a body, and they didn't need to be tried and tested like maybe the rest of us do. And I always think, if my 2 in heaven could be any more just precious and wonderful than my 3 here on earth, I can't imagine. I can't imagine how. I just can't imagine what beautiful human beings they are or would be. I am 39, but I don't think I had truly grown up really until this happened both times. And I don't know if I had really, I don't know, I think that I still, even after Tess died, I still took things for granted. I always would think, I would get in have these pity parties like we all do over, sometime in our lives, and I would think, no one knows the type of pain I'm in. There's no way that, my life could ever be any more worse. I could never be any more worse off. I've lost a child. But I could be worse off. And I guess that's how I get through the days, is I just try to, when I get down, and I get down like 50 times a day, and I cry many times a day, but I always try to find something that is funny or that brings me a little bit of joy, that brings me back up, like going to get my Diet Coke with lime, just something dumb like that, or going to pick up my girls from school is always the highlight of my day. Sailor, waiting for Brian to come home from work, or, anticipating a weekend that he's going to be off. Because when he's around, I feel, I just feel stronger. Brian's a flippin' tough cookie if you know anything about what he's been through in his adult life. I look at him and think, if he can get out of the bed every day, then I better get my butt up too.